Time to take this show on the road to The Rock in Newark, New Jersey. We're 6 points behind the Washington Capitals with a game in hand. It is very, very doable. And look who we got next after New Jersey. A game at home against the division-leading Capitals. Well, before we can worry about the Washington Capitals and whether we are going to catch them for the division lead, we have a business trip here in the Garden State at the Prudential Center, a matchup with the New Jersey Devils, another divisional opponent. And we're coming into this game really consistent and solid play. It seems like we're finally getting the ball rolling in the right direction. It's no longer such an uphill climb. We're actually pretty close to a 900 save percentage now. I think we might be able to actually do it in terms of ending the season with a 900 or better save percentage. That is second to the line score, though. That's the most important thing I got to get up. The line score, I think, is going to dictate whether or not we play any playoff games whatsoever. That's a crazy save by Blackwood. So, yeah, every possible point down the stretch is important. I think if you can just show up and get points and carry the team to a division lead, that might impress Coach LaBelle even more. And maybe he'll give me some line score, but who knows? He likes to be angry over the most minuscule of things. Oh, rebound. Oh, that was it. Dylan Larkin with the setup for Meyer off the rebound. He got a second try at it. We are going to try really, really hard not to succumb to this Devils attack as we shield the puck from the forecheck. What is going on here? And we just rim it softly around the glass. Yeah, this is a Devils attack that, might I remind you for the millionth time, every time we play the Devils, they have Austin Matthews, they have Slavkovsky, Heischer, Hughes, Bratt. It never ends. It's an ongoing list that never ends. I mean, you're the Devils. You got all this star power. You've got this massive offensive attack, and yet they're not leading the division. I don't even know if they're a playoff team. I do not believe the Devils are in a playoff spot. I thought the puck was going to come out there. And now Mikheyev hands off to Nishushkin. Rebound pops up in front of him, but Smith finds a teammate. It's Kolasar. Just chipped in by the Devils. And we fail to play this one, or shield this one, should I say. Slavkovsky's forecheck just better on this occasion. Good job by Bear. If I remember correctly, earlier in the season, this season 4 here, we played a game. I want to say it was in November, but I can't remember exactly when in the game world this game took place. But we played a game against the Devils in this building, and I nearly got a shutout against them. Oh, hold on to this. Okay, got blocked. I never had to stop Austin Matthews' deceiving backhand try, but nonetheless, considering continuing my conversation, we had a considerable opportunity to get a shutout in that game. It was ruined in I think it was very late in the third period, if not the final minutes of the third period. A Austin Matthews backdoor feed to someone. I don't know if it was Hughes or who it was, but yeah, we played a really tight game. It was a goaltender's battle, a goaltender's duel, if you will, between myself and Blackwood. So there's just something about the two of us having a big head-to-head matchup. Well, we have another one in store in New Jersey again. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, my brain is entirely focused on the postseason. Despite the fact that we have about 2.5 weeks left in this regular season in the game. And I'm going to have a fair share of those starts. But I just can't help but drool even. My mouth is watering thinking about starting playoff games. I've said it for so long. I just want to get one.
Thanks, Spider-Man.
Everybody gets one.
KK the pullback. In the slot, denied by Blackwood, so he just keeps it out over the goal line. I mean, 13 shots to 1. This has been a slow go of a period for the New Jersey Devils. In fact, I'm shocked they've only got one shot on net. They don't even hit the net on this occasion, so they're not helping their chances by missing a easy shot on the short side. Just a slow roll of a period for both teams. Blackwood with the majority of the action, obviously, but despite that, he's kept the puck out of the back of the net every time he's had to face a shot. I've done the same. It's just I've seen one shot on net. So, I mean, It's comparing essentially apples to oranges here. Can you really compare a goaltender that's made 14 saves on 14 shots to a goalie that's made 1 save on 1 shot? And I guess this period is just going to end with me playing the puck along the boards. Oh, accidentally flipped it into the bench. I'm not targeting anyone. Actually, I take that back. I was targeting Coach LaBelle. He said some mean things to me the other day, and I just want him to know I am always watching. And this will be blocked, and it rolls into me, but it's not going to count as a shot on goal. Well, believe it or not, somewhere in there, the Devils, they got another shot on goal before the period could end. Yeah, they ended up with 2 shots on goal for the first period of play, which is an achievement. I have no idea where the second shot came from. I don't even remember it. But this looks like it's going to be one of those games where I might barely see enough shots that the Devils get into the teens in shots on goal. So they'll probably end with like 14 or so shots on net. And every save is going to count. I mean, I've got to face a really talented and supreme offense here in New Jersey, so don't expect the shutout to come in this game. But if the Devils' offense keeps going like this, there's definitely a possibility. There's another shot. There certainly is a possibility that I get a shutout, and I have said the word. I think every time I've said the word shutout, I never have gotten a shutout in a game. So maybe the curse is real. It's not really a curse. It's more like a jinx. But nonetheless. Oh, my God. Saved by the post. And then we... What? We just made a standing up save. I'm pretty sure we did. Oh, my. Here it is. The gracious post on the one-timer. Oh, my. Right off the post and back out. Off the back of D'Angelo, in fact. And then Brad throws it on. Yeah, we are standing up. We are readjusting as we make a pad save. And back on the subject matter of our last several games. I mean, since the trade deadline, basically, have we been on quite a roll, quite a tear. And our season has, our personal season, I mean the team season as well, but my personal season has really turned a corner in a good way. I guess turn a corner is a good saying anyway. I don't think I need to put in a good way in there. But nonetheless, our season has really turned a corner, and we needed it to. I mean, at one point, my line score leading up to the deadline was below the starter slider, or whatever you want to call it. There's 2 bars for the line score. It's one is an X and one is a 1. And the 1 obviously indicates starting goaltender. Colasar. Oh, thank you. Whoever blocked that, you got in the way at the right time. What great timing by Lindell. Well, I know who I'm going to dinner with after this game. His last name is Lindell. Not Lundell, but Lindell. I guess Lundell's invited too if you want to pay for the meal. Nice save. But going back to my conversation about being a starter, it was nearly flying off the handle for a while there. We had a bad stretch and a nice 5-hole save, and we'll just take a whistle right here. We did. We had a bad stretch, and we seemed like we were in a funk that we just couldn't get out of. Oh, we're not in a funk. Sit on sit on the puck. My goodness. I don't know why that animation has to happen so frequently in this game, and more often than not, I don't think it's actually screwed me over. I think I've gotten away with it the majority of times that happens to me, but I would just prefer it not happen in the first place. I think my guy needs to reprofile the old goalie skates. Got too much rocker on the heels. I mean, I'll tell you what, it shouldn't even be happening. I don't understand why that animation kicks in. And just for future games, because I'm going to be doing Be a Pro series now, can we just remove that animation entirely? I mean, even if we don't entirely remove the animation, make it less frequent. I find it to be far too frequent for how much goalies actually end up on their backside in a real game. I mean, yes, it happens. It just doesn't happen that frequently. We are going to go on a power play, and this upcoming power play is brought to you by Dougie Hamilton. It's presented by Dougie Hamilton because he took the holding penalty on Kotkaniemi. Well, it's not that I've needed it, but this power play is going to give me some reprieve. I mean, not that I've needed it, but this power play is going to... How did we not score that? I think we fed it right through the crease on the back door and a broken stick. That's a Devils player breaking the twig, by the way. But it's not that I've needed it. But this power play will give me some reprieve from the Devils offense. There's the vacant stick on the ice. And a save, rebound, put home. That's Martin Necas going right to the front door. Well, Martin Necas was hungry, and when he's hungry, he eats.
Because we still hungry, and when we hungry, we eat.
There we go. That should be good enough. There's our one goal. That's all we need. We don't need anything else. The way the Devils have brought the attack in this game, which is very surprising. I was expecting New Jersey to shoot the puck far more frequently than they have done so far, but you look at the roster, you look at the lineup, and that's a great stick lift. There's no reason the Devils shouldn't have a goal in this game. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. It's a bad thing if you're a Devils player and or fan. That was an interesting play. Oh God. Oh, what a save. That's a bad turnover. I don't know who handed that over, but it went right to Austin Matthews, and then I think Holtz had the shot. So it's D'Angelo. It gets poked loose, and then, Holtz had the shot, and we just blocker it right down. Such a weird universe where Austin Matthews is a New Jersey Devil. I mean, of all the teams, New Jersey's just a really interesting team. I know everyone says Arizona, but in this universe, it actually makes sense for him to go to Arizona in this universe, in a way. I mean, these players go to the most random of teams sometimes, and that is a lucky break. I don't think Heischer got all of that puck. If he did, it would have been in the back of the net over the goal line. So I think we'll have a relatively chill into the period. One more shot, not from that angle. Nope. Well, we're now 2 periods deep into this game. We got one more left on the table in front of us. Just got to finish this off, and we don't even have to do it in style. Just play a very simple game here. Finish the game with at least a victory. That's my main concern. I don't even really know how many shots the Devils have on the net so far, even though I was just in the pause screen. But yeah, this is, they almost ended it right there. Matthews to Hughes. There's a lot of passing going on right now. It's wide. They force it off the back of the net. He ran out of space below the goal line. This is getting dangerous, and there it goes. The shutout is gone. Man, the Devils really weren't playing around coming out of the dressing room, out of the intermission. They score right away. Austin Matthews. It felt like there was no way we were going to hold this attack off all night. It's inevitable that number 34 would get on the score sheet. Yeah, they were passing it all over the attacking zone, our defensive zone, of course. That's fine. I mean, it's a big one-time blast wide open from one side of the ice surface. I mean, it really did come from one side of the ice to the other. So, I mean, who's at fault for that goal is primarily on the defense. So I'm not going to get too angry or upset about it. We're going to go right back on a power play. So we gave up the lead coming right out of the dressing room to start the period. We're going to get the lead right back. Timo Meier on the back door. I mean, I think that took all of about maybe 4 seconds from face-off to the defenseman to the pass to the one-timer and into the back of the net. So that is Timo Meier. He's almost a 20-goal scorer. We've got a really good handful of 20, 30 goal scorers. And then there's Svechnikov. He's got like 50 or almost 50 at this point in the season. The guy should at least be hitting 50. I wouldn't exactly call the team that's playing in front of me elite. I think we have our holes, and our defense on the bottom pair, the third pairing defense is not impressive. This is our first pair defense out here. It's Josh Morrissey and D'Angelo is your first pairing, but I gotta say they've worked out really well for us this season. And when you look at the forward depth, we have decent forward depth, a really solid first line, a good second line. I think this is our second line here with Larkin centering it, combining him with KK and Meier. They're almost hooking up for a goal right here. I mean, even our third and fourth line are not bad. You got to have that depth. The first line's back out there right now. It's Necas centering this line with Drouin and Svechnikov. Morrissey, what a great job. Not only did he keep the puck in, but he won a physical battle just inside the blue line. And we are winning the physical battle everywhere. It's not just inside the blue line. It's down low. It's near the corners. It's along the boards. Necas throws it out off the pad of Blackwood, and he had to make a second save on Svechnikov. I think so long as we stay out of penalty trouble, we have this thing lock and key. We really do. There's no reason we shouldn't. We've got a great neutral zone trap at 5-on-5. because it's kind of becomes hard to trap when you go to a 5-on-4 penalty kill. But we stay out of the box, especially against this lethal offense for New Jersey. There's no reason we shouldn't have this game sealed up. I wanted to stay like this because I'm pretty sure I'm not pretty sure. I know I'm rocking a 900 or better save percentage. We've rung iron. Oh, and you don't want to talk about penalty trouble. It's the Devils are the team. They can't seem to stay out of the box. And this is Ty Smith, his second penalty in the game, holding against the Devils once again. And here's the visual evidence. I would say we don't necessarily. I swear, our power play. I was about to say we don't necessarily need this. Never say you don't need a goal. You never know when you may need a goal. But we have this backdoor play set up to perfection. And the Devils have 13 shots on net. So my prediction is almost coming true. I think I said roughly like 14 shots earlier in this game. And the Devils have almost exactly that. They only have one goal on the scoreboard for that matter. Our power play's been clicking all night, so yeah, there's a lesson for you in being disciplined. It's Austin Matthews. You can never take this guy lightly, nor can you take Hughes' save. Oh my God, this animation again. We're just gonna sit here, and we're gonna get a whistle. Here's my little save on Austin Matthews. Stopped. Oh, right in the nether regions. You're going to feel that one tomorrow. Just going to sit right here, sit right on top of it, act confused. I have no idea where it is, even though it's right underneath the cheek. It looks like actually we're levitating over the puck. We have some sort of spiritual aura over this puck, and the referees blow it dead. Following my little disappearing magic puck trick, all I did was sit on it, really. But the referees, their minds were blown. My mind is blown at that blocker save. What a great one. This is just a grind it down to the end type of game. Now, blocker save very easily tracked in. I'm fully preparing myself, and in a sense, I'm trying to fully prepare everyone else that's watching this not to get complacent, because the way this tends to work is the AI brings their best chances within the last couple minutes. What the hell was that? Mackenzie Blackwood has to be simultaneously a goaltender and almost like a shortstop on that play. Line drive right out of the air. What's comical is the 18 shots in the third period to the Devils 3. We have 18 in this one period alone. Make it 19. And this is the hard reality with this game sometimes. It's hard to strike a nice balance between the two AI teams. And I mean, I don't even think that's a strategical thing. It's in, how EA have implemented coaches with different strategies. I don't think that's a strategy thing. I think it's just, I don't know what it is. I don't even have a thought process on why the AIs are so unevenly matched. I'm not saying that every AI team has to be evenly matched, but it's just kind of wild how lopsided the shots are in these games. And as a goalie, you don't see anything. There's a lot of games as a goalie where you just don't see any shots. In this game, as it stands right now, I'm probably pushing 14, 15 shots faced. And that's just, not that can't happen. But if you look at real games in real life, goalies typically have a workload of anywhere from about 24 shots to as much as over 30, 35. The more frequently shooting teams like the Hurricanes in real life, they shoot about 40 pucks on net a game. They give a goaltender all they can handle. I guess the point that I'm trying to make, as the net's empty, will we score? No, my God. He really missed the net there. You wouldn't know that guy's a near 50 goal scorer, would you, from that miss? But blocked away. But we're going to get out of here with a 900 save percentage. That's the main thing that I'm focusing on. Oh, one more save for a final stop. I could care less how much the Devils shot the puck in that game. 15 saves on 16 shots. It is whatever. It's a 937. It's plus 24 in the line score. It could be way worse. I have no complaints with that game. And we just keep racking up wins, keep racking up the points, and we're 1 point. We're 2 points. 1 point. We're 2 points closer to the Washington Capitals, who we have next on the schedule. Vince, we're going to the theater tonight. Want to go with us? A trip to the movies is just what I needed. This isn't a trip to the movies. This is live theater. then forget about seeing me there. I'll be at home watching movies. Yeah, that's exactly it. You know, I can sit at home and I can watch movies for free. Totally legal. Oh, see, look, the teammates are mad at me because I'm not going to live theater with them, and I'm going to be sitting at home watching movies. Totally legal. Oh, and look who we've got next. We're playing against the Washington Capitals. This is a huge divisional game as you look at our body of work going back to the trade deadline